Hello, this is the first entry of my blog, so this is for the month of September. However, today is October the 13th. I just hadn't got round to doing my blog yet because I've been very busy doing year abroad things. I've already made this video twice before on my laptop, but it wouldn't work, so I'm now having to repeat myself for a third time. And let's just hope that it works on my phone, or I'm going to literally have a mental breakdown. So, the first month here has been very good. I haven't really been homesick. I've enjoyed my time here thoroughly. And yeah, it's sunny, so enjoy it until it gets cold here. So, some questions that are on the PowerPoint. The differences or similarities you've come across. The people here are generally a lot kinder than the people in the UK. You can speak to pretty much anyone here and they'll respond to you politely and kindly and positively, but as we all know, if you try to do that in the UK, you just get told to fuck off. What else is different here? Has my time here met my expectations? Yeah, pretty much. It's been fun. I thought it'd be fun. It's been hot. I thought it'd be hot. The university's gorgeous. I think it was built in 1450, and a lot of the original stonework is still there, and they have gardens in there with like flowers and other plants from all over the world. So that's interesting. The teaching here is quite different in the way it's structured. So, first of all, the infrastructure at the university is absolutely awful. I still haven't got my student ID yet. But the thing I do prefer about this university is that you construct your own timetable. So you have to pick the certain groups, certain timings, and make sure that your timetable doesn't clash. And so with that, that means that some of my modules, for example, are early, but some of them are much later. So on day to day, I'd get up early, and then I have a massive gap between lectures, and then I'll have one in the evening. So on Monday and Tuesday, I'll finish at 7, and on Wednesday and Thursday, I finish at 8:30. But on Friday, I have no lectures, so muy bueno. Speaking of muy bueno, my Spanish hasn't gotten that much better yet. It's slowly coming along, but like, if I'm just reading Spanish, it's fine, but it's just when I'm trying to speak to people in Spanish, I just haven't got a clue what they're saying. It's like I'm language deaf or something. In terms of like how the classes are like structures, you can choose to do a continuous assessment or you can do a one-off assessment, but you're put in continuous assessment at first because it's better, and it probably is better. The one-off assessments for people that can't make the lectures and still want to be able to participate, would get the module mark at the end. A lot of funny things have happened, but most of the funny things that have happened in this month, so I won't talk about them now. I'll speak about them in the next entry of my blog. But when I first came here, they put me in the wrong room for my accommodation, and then it was the one below the one I'm in now, and the ceiling's a lot shorter. So like in here, you can see like there's a fan. It's the same in every room, but obviously because it was shorter, if I were like taking off a t-shirt and the fan was on, it'd like cut my arm. So they moved me up here where it's lanky dickhead friendly zone. But yeah, and I have a balcony, which is, you don't really get that in Southampton, do you? What else to talk about? In the future, I don't know, like, I want to do like a cool blog, like, get involved, have a bit of fun, but at the same time, like, that just cringes my heart to, like, new levels. I can't imagine doing something like that, because it just, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. And it's very self-obsessive as well. Wow. Have I used the wrong word and made people laugh? Yeah, once. It was quite bad actually. It wasn't bad in like it offended anyone, it was just quite embarrassing. I can't remember how I tried to say it in Spanish, but I wanted to say, sorry, can we close the windows because I'm very hot? But the way I said muy caliente in that context, apparently I said, can we close the windows because I'm very horny. So that made a lot of the girls in my English class laugh at my expense, to my obliviousness as well. So yeah, that was very very funny. What else have I said? That's probably the worst one. What else? I was the first person in this building, and I met on my first night in the office where I was collecting my keys and signing my contracts fresh off my flight here. I met an Italian bloke called Francesco, and we were the only two who had come that weekend. The rest turned up in the following weeks and very slowly filled up this building. So this building has 5 floors with 6 people in each flat. And so yeah, Francesco is a crazy Italian guy who took me to my first absinthe bar, and probably my last one because it don't taste very nice, to be honest. What else have I been up to? I want to talk about all the stuff that's happened in October because it's been a lot more eventful, but I can't do that yet. I have to wait till the next one. Oh yeah, so the whole democracia thing going on here at the moment, that's been very eventful as well. I think because of that I haven't had a single like full week of uni yet. It's always been one class or a whole day. It's been interrupted by strikes or like national holidays or just general protests. But yeah, once again, the vote was on the 1st of October, so I can't really talk about that yet. But the build up during then was, yeah, it was quite hectic. But I managed not to get shot by a rubber bullet the size of a tennis ball, so I've been okay with it. What else to talk about? Nights out here are fucking lethal, to be honest. Like, Prees doesn't end till like 1, and then you get to the club, and then the clubs don't end till like 6, and then it takes you about an hour to walk home from anywhere from here, and then you don't really go to sleep till like 8. So if you go out, you're not going to a lecture, unless you're me and you have your lectures at like 7 o'clock, not 7, like 5:30 or 6:30. But obviously I'd miss the earlier ones, and we're not doing that this year. We're going to be a good boy this year, or at least as much as I can be. Walking as well. When the first 2 weeks I was here, my feet were covered in blisters because I just didn't want to get the challenge to walk everywhere because it's nicer. But now they've hardened up. It's not too bad, but the first month was absolute agony walking. Like some days here, I'll walk about 20 kilometers, just like, going around places. But the uni itself isn't that far from here. It's only about 10 minutes, a 10-minute walk. The weather's been great. I got sunburnt the second day I was here. I don't even know if I've done this video so many times and I can't even remember what I have said and haven't said. This stuff is immense. I think they actually have it in England, but I never bothered buying it, but I definitely will now. So there's that. The food here is gorgeous. What else to talk about? All my friends are coming here for my 21st birthday on the 10th of November, so it's something to look forward to. And my mother's coming here on Wednesday, and she's bringing all the stuff that I couldn't fit in my suitcase originally, so like my dressing gown, my slippers, my skateboard, and whatever other goodies she's put into that care package. But yeah, it's been very fun. I hurt my elbow. I tried to sit on like what I thought was a rope, but it was just like You know, like police tape, or not police tape, it was like hazard tape, and I tried to sit on that. Fucked my elbow off, it really hurt. But that's the only real hazard I've encountered here. You do see some dodgy people walking around. Like it's weird because like when you're up on the balcony, when you're on the street, you don't really look up to the balcony, but you can see everything that's going on in the street. And some guys who live below me, they're Egyptian and Moroccan, so they speak Arabic, and they said they could hear a group of Arabic blokes saying how they were going to rob someone. And then they didn't tell them to like, you know, fuck off or anything like that, like any normal person would, but they just did nothing. And then next thing they knew, 3 minutes later, they heard two German girls screaming and their purses had been stolen. So yeah, nice one, boys. But other than that, I haven't heard it. Oh yeah, and someone got chased down here with a chain. Apparently I wasn't here for that, but that's what everyone else heard. One thing I don't like here is that my apartment is still under construction, so it's fucking noisy. And then the bin man here, like, they come round, like, in the evening, they come round, like, every hour, and they're so fucking loud, and it wakes me up. The balcony doors aren't very soundproof either. But in terms of, like, multiculturalism, like, there's so many different people, like, from different places. And there's loads of Italians, a lot of French, obviously a lot of Spanish. I've met like Brazilians, again Egyptian, Moroccan, some German girls, some Swedish girls. Most of my classes are girls because obviously I study English, which has the connotation of being more girly than masculine, I guess. And that isn't even sexist because if you go into an English class, you'll see it. But I'm not complaining. But yeah, there's a lot of people here. All the British people here are hilarious because like we're all useless at languages apart from English, apart from one girl upstairs who studies Spanish and French. But other than that, we're all completely useless. So like if there's like two Italians in the room, they'll just speak Italian and then we'll all just be sitting there like, what's happening? But other than that, I don't mind it. I quite like it actually. But I do find it quite alienating walking on the streets and not understanding like white noise of what people are saying. But obviously that's just more of a reason to start learning some Spanish. We'll get there eventually, hopefully. But yeah, September was fun. Pretty crazy. October's been a lot crazier, but we will speak about that next time. So, until next time, adios mis amigos.